Looking ahead at the trading week beginning December 23rd, we're keeping an eye on whether or not we get a Santa Claus rally. That has a lot to do with stock market optimism at this time of year going into the new year. It generally begins around December 23rd or the last trading day before Christmas, if Christmas and Christmas Eve fall on a weekend, and continues through January 1st or the first trading day of the new year. It's going to be difficult as we're going into it with NASDAQ having a down week, the S&P having 2 down weeks in a row, and the Dow and the Russell having 3 consecutive down weeks, with the dollar in the aggregate finishing its 3rd consecutive week higher. But more importantly, yields have been rising over the last 2 weeks. Pretty dramatically, actually. The 2 years up 1 basis point this week, but 16 basis points over the last 2 weeks. The 5-year 9 this week, but 31 basis points higher on their yield over the last 2 weeks. 10-year 10 this week, 35 total, and the 30-year 8 this week, also 35 basis points higher on the yield. The 10-year sits at about 4.5%. The good news for banks is the 2s10 spread is at positive 24. It never reverted back to an inverted yield curve. So that's a good sign for the overall economy. A bad sign for the overall economy is that a government shutdown looms. There was a deal, it got blown up, and we're scheduled to close down parts of the government on December 21st. So basically tomorrow, Saturday. So we'll see if that actually plays out and if it has any effect on a potential Santa Claus rally. We're also looking at negative weeks for crude oil, copper, gold, silver, the hard commodities for last week. In terms of earnings and data for next week, since we have a holiday shortened week, we're looking at no earnings to speak of. There's only 2 companies releasing earnings next week at all, and that's Anavex Life Sciences and Limonera Farm Products. So those are pretty small companies, not reaching $1 billion in market cap for either one of them. In terms of data, Monday we get UK GDP, Canadian GDP, US consumer confidence, and a 2-year note auction in the US. Tuesday is a holiday shortened day. We get durable goods and new home sales in the US as well as a 5-year note auction. Wednesday, markets closed for Christmas holiday. Thursday, Boxing Day. So markets closed in the UK, Germany, Australia, and Canada. We still get US jobless claims, a 7-year note auction, and in Japan, Tokyo CPI and industrial production. And then Friday, goods trade balance and retail inventories data in the US. Happy holidays to everybody. Have a safe week next week.